Get out your force. Get out your life. It's sex time.
All right, I hope that freaked out just some of you. I do not have a intro for the Drunkin News Report yet. The logo's there. There we go. But I will have one very soon. So that was an old music video of mine from Cyborg, Death. So let's go ahead and bring in some of our guests. Hello, Mango. How are you doing?
I'm doing okay today. How are you?
I am doing a lot better now that we are doing our stream and we get to make fun of a bunch of idiots.
Yes.
It will be lots of fun. And then Glober Mom is holding her pussy. So thank you for having your pussy in your arms
Yes,
for my stream.
you're welcome. You're welcome. She's
Look at how
sleeping.
pretty. Oh, look at how pretty you are. Oh, it's so cute. How are you doing, Mama?
I'm doing wonderful. Doing wonderful. So you can get me. There I am.
Yay, hi.
I'm doing
It's
good.
wonderful to see
Watch your feet.
you.
Watch your move your feet, baby. Okay, there we go.
Nice. All right, let's bring in the brainless.
Hello. How are you all today?
Wonderful. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing pretty well. I ain't no sir.
That's your father, right?
Hello.
How you doing, fucker? No, I'm just kidding. All right, let's say hello to the side chat right quick. Of course, the demon orb is here, and the Nimrods is here, and our favorite alcoholic Hebrew ghost is in the side chat. And as of right now, that is everyone. Nimrod, did you ever want to come on our stream? I don't know. Do you do that? I know that you're in the Decima chords, and I've seen you around. If you ever want to, go ahead and hit me up. I know that we're friends on the Decima chords, so if you want to jump on, please let me know. Anybody who's in the side chat who hasn't said hello to us, fucking say hello. I'm like, what, honey?
We don't bite much.
Only
Not
if you
without
want
consent.
Well, like I say,
that's
well, like I say during my shows, I got my rabies shots yesterday. I'm not contagious anymore. So even if I do bite you, it's not contagious. So you're okay.
Exactly.
Borgies.
The audience loves that, especially the kids, because they look at their parents and are like, wait, mommy, is he telling the truth about not having rabies anymore?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. What are we going to get to first? I don't know. I didn't even plan any more than just like getting this all set up. So let's see what we're going to find out today. We're probably going to get into... pardon me. We're probably going to get into some of these news reports that I have saved.
There's some pretty interesting ones. I've looked them over that you put on your thing, but
Yes, on my Discord, I have a debunking news section.
yeah, some interesting stuff.
Let's check out this first for the heck of it. It's, I believe, some fun QAnon stuff. Oh, I got to get rid of that.
Oh, you don't want to be showing Pornhub? Yeah.
It was the ads.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right.
Yes.
You just also had a tab open with Pornhub. We all know it.
Well, you know.
Totally.
Come on, who doesn't have a tab with Pornhub open?
Not
don't.
me, because there are way better sites out there. But you know.
Oh, okay. Hit me.
Yes, I believe that. Okay, we're gonna go with a flat Earth thing first. I think that's what we're gonna go with.
Flurfs.
Yes. So here we go. We're gonna share this tab and allow. Okay, get rid of this ad. That's the only thing about these things, is getting rid of these ads is annoying as crap. Okay, anyways, let's see. How do I do this without getting rid of this? Oh, anyways, flat earthers confronted by facts that Earth is actually round, of course. The internet gods have blessed fans of science and facts with the good times of reminding the flat Earth tried to prove our planet was flat by showing the exact opposite. A video is going around on Reddit that talks about how the Earth is... Oh, so this is when Jeranism This is when Jeranism did the whole light thing. So if anybody is not, yeah, I don't know why this is current, but if anybody doesn't know this test that these flat earthers try to do is they, every 15 feet, was it that they, no, it was 15 feet high. They made the boards, but they put them every so often. I don't know how far away they put them.
I believe 3 boards or something. So
yeah, it was 3 boards that had holes in them that were 15 feet high or 10 feet high, and they were 15-foot boards or something like that. And they put them so far away. And of course, let's just watch, and then we will explain it because it's hilarious. Anybody who has any type of brain, once they see the video, will understand how it went wrong. And of course, hello the micros, and all of us here hope that you're feeling a lot better there.
Yeah.
And if you do want a link, let us know. And if not, we totally understand. We just want you to you feel better, because it's no fun being sick.
Yep, agreed.
Being sick sucks.
Now.
Yes.
And not in the right way.
I mean, we're all sick in the head, but that's a whole different sick, and we'll talk about that.
Oh yeah,
we'll talk about that later.
That's the private show.
Yes. So exactly. So let's watch the video.
Way to be sick. That's the only good way to be sick.
Exactly. Let's watch the video, and then let's just see what's in this news article about this flat Earth experiment. Okay, so I'm just going to. There we go.
You have a backup experiment. You're seeing through this hole, through the next hole.
Oh, it's Jeranism.
And seeing the light at the backboard, or 17.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
The Earth is flat. If he's holding it up at 23 feet high and we're seeing the light, well, that's because the Earth's curved. So I should only be able to see it when it's at 17 feet. Okay, go ahead and drive down there, Enrique. You're going to hold the light there. Enrique, how high is your light?
This was so funny.
I mean, it's his. We don't see you, Enrique. Lift up your light way above your head. Interesting.
I love how he says interesting.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh,
interesting. And he still thinks it's flat, even with that little bit of that confirmation, so to speak.
Yeah.
Just that little bit of evidence.
How many times have flat earthers proved the globe? Like, seriously.
Manti did so often, he's a globe earther now.
Exactly.
Yeah, he was honest about it.
He was honest about it. Mm-hmm. And he realized. A lot of them won't give it up, though,
Yeah, no. Well, I think a lot of them are grifters, and they're trying to make money. Mm-hmm. And that's why I want to expose them, or a lot of us are trying to expose them, just like Vila Vendetta and Lizard are trying to expose Vaughn and G-Man and some of the other people like Shaney and stuff. The more that we expose them, hopefully less people will fall into their grift and throw the money towards them, because they're not doing anything besides lying and causing a fake sense of yeah. Well, it's just like religion. It's causing a fake sense of stability, or that something is happening positive from that when it's obviously not. And yes, we
go ahead.
No, go, Mama.
I was going to say that one guy that, who had him on? Was it MC Toon had him on?
Mm-hmm.
Or another guy. Anyway. I can't remember his name now. I can picture his face, but I can't think of his name.
What
guy
was his, like?
Hang on. This guy had all he did was pretty much like watch Eric Dubé's 200 Proofs and a couple of YouTube videos on Flat Earth, and he flipped. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And his first name was Brad. I think it was FTFE. It was Brad something or other. And the way he was talking, he parroted every single thing everybody ever said about Flat Earth, the memes, the whole 9 yards.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh my God. I'm working on a video with that guy. But it's just like, seriously, dude. He is the person that we're trying to get to. People like him before they do flip to the other side.
Exactly,
mean?
because exactly. Everybody say hello to
Hey, Booma.
Booma.
Hello.
Hey, Booma.
Oh, hey, Sarah from Hyde, by the way.
Yes, Seraphim. Hello. And let's see there. I'm gonna try to let's see what's the next thing. Let's do an optical illusions test. Why not?
Okay.
Oh yeah.
These things are fun. I want to mix a little bit of fun in with the stupidity when we do these things, like a palate cleanser.
Oh, yes, I agree.
Okay, so here we go. Let's see. Everybody, go ahead and just look at that for just a second.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a cool one.
And let's see if it says anything about it yet. Nope. Okay, we're going to go into the optical illusion
Yeah, that's
test.
just a picture, I think.
Yeah. And then here we go. The trick is to answer without hesitating. So come to a quick conclusion. Choose whether one or two boxes are the same color.
They're the same color.
No.
Yeah,
Are they?
they are.
They are.
Yeah, and they will be. Yeah, they will be.
That
Hmm.
doesn't it say isn't there a solution for it or something?
And so it's the first one and two boxes are the same color, and it's your eye is just tricking you because there's these darker shades
Boxes
over
around and
here.
the shadow.
The shadows.
Yeah.
Yeah, and because you think it is a shadow, which you're gonna think that is less than. Okay, so choose either A, B, C, with A being the same color, B being different in colors. Sorry, B being different colors, and C being undecided. For two images, take a closer look at the lines. Oh, that was for this one, I guess. No.
Yeah.
For the two images, take the different lines that intersect on the grid.
Wait, what?
Okay. Let me reread it.
It just says, take a close look at the lines that intersect on the bottom of it.
Yeah. And so if you look at the corners, you will see like black dots in
You'll
the
see
corners.
black dots in between where the
Yeah.
intersections are.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the optical illusion in
Or
that
gray
one.
corners, or you'll see some sort of something
Yeah,
in your square there.
where you're not
Something
looking,
different.
there will be dots in the middle.
Yeah, exactly.
You're gonna see some kind of disorientation or distortion in Okay. Make a decision if the dots. I can't even look at that yet. Okay, hold on.
That was
Make
for
a
the top
decision.
one, I think.
Okay. So
The first two sentences.
It would be this one for this one then.
Yeah.
For image number 3, take a closer look at the pattern below. Son of a monkey.
Is the pattern moving? That's if you look at the very bottom, it'll ask you the question.
Okay. Is
Yeah,
the pattern
because-
And
for
it
me?
appears to move to me a little bit.
It's
Yeah.
moving for me.
Seems like
Yeah.
it's moving, but I know that it's like a solid image.
Right.
Yeah. I
It's
am
just
a
the wave
little
pattern on
drunk,
it.
but it does look like it's So yeah, is the pattern moving? Yes, and we're definitely
Right.
getting that. Okay. Oh. Okay, so the next image is
Is that
designed
a duck or a
to-
rabbit?
Yeah, it's to
Oh yeah, that's the
shape
duck already.
interpretation. So it's
Mhm.
either duck, rabbit, or undecided. I see a duck.
I saw
Yeah,
the
I see
duck
a
first.
rabbit.
My first view is always the duck.
I
with this one.
can now see a rabbit now that I
Right.
adjust
Yeah.
the way I can now see the nose. Okay. All right. Let's see. Look at the red circles in the image below. Is what it's asking us to do here.
Okay.
Let me
what's
try to
the-
get it. Let me
Yeah, I
try
know
to
it's
get
so
it.
hard. I think all it says is look at it, right? On the bottom there. But that's weird. Yeah,
Okay.
look at the same. Are they the
Okay,
same
okay.
sizes? I think is what's asking.
That one I can't see as
I think they're the
much as
same.
optical illusion.
Yeah. See,
Look
look
at
at
the
the
sizes
here.
here.
So I think
Okay.
they're the same size, but the way the circle
Yeah.
is, it makes the ones on the at the 9, 10, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock positions look smaller.
I see. Yeah. Okay.
Look almost
okay.
smaller. It's just the way the circles
Yeah.
are.
Yeah. Okay.
The rings are. Yeah.
All
what
right.
does it mean?
So
I said, what does it mean? I'm not sure, but anyway.
that
But yeah. Hmm.
that was that for that. Let's see. What is something else fun we're gonna get into? Let me go ahead and put on some music. I thought I did have music
Micro
earlier,
said she saw a
but
purple dildo.
Of course.
Micro, we're looking at the screen, not your
Yeah.
head.
Yeah, not inside
She's
your
thinking of her
bedroom.
rabbit. That's what it is.
Yeah.
No, Micro's secretly in my house, apparently, just like hanging out in my drawers. It's cool. I'm okay
Got
with
it.
it. Just don't expose me.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right, so there are conspiracy theorists who says the digital
God.
the
Oh no.
digitization of making driver's license digital
God.
is the mark of the beast. So the mark of the beast
What is
conspiracy
the mark of the
theorists.
beast to these people? Swear to
I
God.
know,
It's
I
everything.
know.
It's
Anything
everything.
they don't like or don't understand.
Oh my God.
Exactly. So literally, like I thought there was a video, but they're
Yeah, it's just
literally just
article.
making it so that
Oh.
your driver's license is going to be on your phone. It's literally just making it on your phone,
Mhm.
and they're saying this is going to be the mark of the beast. So there we go. There's another mark of the beast bullcrap thingy
Mhm.
for no reason.
These people are just crazy,
I mean,
insane.
having your driver's license on your phone makes a lot of sense because you can just pull it up whenever you're pulled over and be like, "Oh, hey,
Your
here
insurance, exactly.
it is."
Everything on your phone.
Everything is
Boom.
right there.
It's already going to be
Mhm.
everything's going to be on your phone. You might as
But
well.
then-
I mean,
then
or on
again-
your wrist or whatever device you're going to have. I mean,
Right.
Yeah, but then again, you get pulled over. Yeah, sorry, my phone just died, and my driver's license is on my phone.
well,
But see, even if you don't have a license on you, if you give the police your proper name, birthday, things like that, they can
They
pull
can
up
pull it
your
up.
driver's license
Yeah, they-
information.
yeah.
So
At least
It's
if you're
these-
polite, they'll probably do that.
It's these people that refuse to give when they get pulled over.
that's the major
Glenn Sarah
problem.
was a prime example. He got pulled over, and they were able to run the plate and find out his address, everything about him, pretty much. You know,
Yeah.
insurance, whatever. He's like, "Well, how do you know? How do you know my name? How do you know who I am? Your license plate, you dumb nut.
And
it's
Got everything
registered.
on it." Yes.
and was that the time with Glenn Ciro?
Yeah. Syrio. Yeah, that was.
The cop knew who he was. The cop said, "Oh, it's you, motherfucker!" Like literally
That was the
all
one when he
this.
first got arrested at the beginning of the year. The
Yeah,
cop pulled him
yeah.
over, and the guy's like, "Well, how do you know my that's not my address. How do you know my address?" He kept flipping back and forth.
Yeah. But the cop was like, "No, I know who you are, so I can look
Right.
you up. And if
Exactly.
your address is current, then we don't have a problem. But if the address isn't current, guess whose problem that is?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yours.
Well, he lives in his
not
car,
the
so he has to
pig's.
use PO boxes and stuff.
Yeah, well,
'Cause
of
he
course he
only has
does.
his
Yeah. No, I know, but again, it's not the cop's problem that your address isn't current.
No,
he
no,
went.
it's
He went to
not.
the police station. He went to the police station yelling about, "Oh, that's not my address." Da da da.
Then he says
Oh, so
they can't identify me without my driver's license. I'm like, dummy, your license plate on your car has your name.
And since
It's like, what do you
and ever since COVID, they have been going off of not having to identify the way they used to have to identify.
No.
Now they try to do as fast as possible just to
Right.
make sure you don't have a warrant, to make sure that you aren't a criminal or that you aren't going to be a nuisance to the public, even though those people are. But that's why they're asking. They're just like, let me just look up your name right quick, and as soon as I look it up, then you can go on your way.
You can
And
leave.
like, most of the time it's not violating their rights. There has been a
No.
couple times where, yeah, it might have been borderline, but no, really, if an officer asks you for your stuff, unless you're doing nothing, and if you're standing somewhere not doing anything, yes, don't give it to
that
them.
can also be seen as being suspicious.
Well,
Just
no,
hanging
totally.
somewhere.
And it depends on
Yeah,
the cop
yeah,
too.
yeah.
Some cops
Yeah,
are
yeah.
more
Yeah,
are
and
more pardon the term, anal about it. Some
Mhm,
are pretty easy, like, okay, you're just standing here, I'm not gonna bother you. Some are like, well, that guy's standing there, what's he up to? You know what I mean? And they have to
Yeah,
get into your business.
and
It just depends on the
it may
police
also
officer.
but it's and the situation, you know?
Yeah.
If it's
Yeah.
an area where there is a lot of people being bothered
Doing
or something,
doing
Yeah.
drugs
Yes.
or prostitution.
Area
or,
where
you know
there's
what
a
I
lot
mean?
of robberies. I could see them being very kind of, checking people out and make sure everything's safe. And
Yeah.
technically, you don't.
Well, questioning why they're asking isn't a thing, but you still
No.
need at some point to give them that information.
Mhm.
If they say they're conducting inquiry into something, then you kind of like you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
you can ask, but just don't be anti it just because you want to be anti it. And Facty, to let your friend know, no, I'm not wearing any pants, and it's a little chilly here, so.
But people, when they ask for your license, usually your insurance, it's just to make sure you have it on you, because they know
Yeah.
whether you have it or not already. You know,
Yeah, exactly.
it's not a hardship.
most of the time they probably
Hey,
do.
Jasper.
Yes.
Well, in
It's not
most
hard,
of the cases that we see in these videos is they're being pulled over for speeding, for not having a valid blah blah. So in those cases, yeah, you definitely have to give your information to these people.
Right,
You walk up on a freaking a scene, and you start talking shit to the cops. You don't think they're gonna make you give them your ID? You're dumb, because you could be an active shooter, or you could be somebody who has in the past actually done something negative to the police, or have been in prison for something that is violent. So.
Right.
Okay, what was I going to do next? Oh, yeah. So now the right wing is having problems with this unisexual gender unicorn or something. I don't know. Hold on. Let's look this up.
What?
So what is the gender unicorn, and how's it being used in schools?
Oh, okay.
So they now have this caricature. Let me just read this. Through many parents' believe that the school has no business teaching their children about anything other than basic reading and math. Most schools now are very committed to teaching children about a gender identity. Yep.
School is not just for teaching math and reading; it's also for social skills.
Yes.
That's what school is for. And that's why I'm against homeschooling, because you take that aspect away.
So what they're saying is the gender unicorn is inspired by the gingerbread person, created by Sam Killerman. The goal of the gender unicorn, which was created by Trans Student Educational Resources, is the same as the gingerbread person, to teach that gender is different from sexuality, and respect that gender unicorn is a complete breakdown that shows the difference teachers see between gender identity and gender expression, one's biological sex, and the difference between physical and emotional attraction. So, let me get full screen for this to show this thingy-mabobber that's right here. So there's gender identity at the top, gender expression, gender assigned at birth, physical attraction to, and emotional attraction to.
Right.
Which
and
is
then further
incredibly important.
Exactly. And so down here it goes over more of that into detail. The definitions of each one of those, so that you're learning a little bit more. And what I really love about this is how the double helix is in the genitals right here. But I know that's not exactly for the kids don't see it as that, but I love how it's right there. Let's see, let's just read like this. Oh, so now there is a full definition of all of these: gender expression, gender assigned at birth, physical attraction to, emotional attraction to, and it gives like a full definition of all of these, which I don't know if would we like to go through all of those right now, or do we? I'm pretty sure almost everybody here knows what we're speaking about, but would we like to go through that?
We can.
Okay, sure. So the gender expression is noted by the green dot surrounding the unicorn. This is the outward appearance of a person and how they identify through clothing, voice, body shape, hairstyle, and mannerisms. For the most part, most transgender people prefer to make their outward appearance match their own identity. So that is gender expression. Let's go to which gender assigned at birth is represented by the DNA strand and positioned over the unicorn's genitalia. This obviously relates to what sex you were born with, based on anatomy, hormones, and chromosomes. According to the gender unicorn, though, they don't use the word sex alone because how vague it feels. The word is defined. Yeah, sorry, and how it looks to the terms of transphobia. And then we go to physically attracted to is representative of the gender unicorn by an orange heart. Here, the unicorn explains that sexual orientation plays a big part in physical attraction. Sexual attraction can be influenced by gender identity, gender expression, and sex assigned at birth. And then emotionally attracted to is represented in the red heart of the gender unicorn, where, like one's physical attraction, there can be number of factors that play into one's emotional attraction. These can include gender identity, gender presentation, and the sex that you were assigned at birth. The opposition to the gender unicorn, we kind of already know that there's just people. Well, let me just use an example, I think, right here. In Modesto, California, a teacher to hand out the gender unicorn to this 7th and 8th grade student at Dimmer Middle School, whatever. The teacher's reason for doing this was to explain his preferences for using a non-binary title of MX instead of Mr. He was able to pass out the gender unicorn to his first period class and was only stopped during second period because the school's principal was in class for the routine visit. That's weird. Why did he stop that?
So he was not. So his boss stopped him. Okay.
I guess that's what they were saying.
From explaining how he feels. Okay.
I guess so.
Good work environment, I would say.
Well, something that you have to remember is that there are currently 9 states in the U.S. that specifically have sex ed requirements that discriminate against LGBTQIA plus individuals.
Yeah.
Only 7 states actually require teaching about LGBTQIA plus people. The vast majority of states will not address the fact that those individuals exist, despite the fact that the CDC wants that included in instruction. So, alcoholic Hebrew ghost, it's not a fact of plight. It's a fact of acknowledging the existence of everyone and including them in everything. It is not to be a discriminatory practice, it is to be an inclusionary practice. So
correct.
Stop it.
People are not one size fits all, by the way.
No, but I think it's a lot of people are just scared of things they don't know.
Well, that's why we should have it as an inclusionary thing.
That's why we need to talk about it. Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, because people still have those outdated viewpoints because they don't understand.
Yeah.
I used to not understand. I understand it better now than I did back in the past. I have a trans child. I have a lesbian daughter as well.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, when it's within, when you're around it, and being on YouTube as long as I have, which is several years, I've met a lot of trans people on YouTube, and there's nothing wrong with them. They're people like you and me. You know?
Yeah, well, if they're like you and me, Mom, then
you know
there
what I
is
mean.
something wrong. And there is.
We're all humans, in other words.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We all need to
We're all
coexist
different.
this together. We all need
Mhm.
to understand where each other is coming from. We all need to be
Right.
accepting and loving. And by doing things like stopping a teacher from explaining why they choose the pronouns they choose, stopping students from expressing what their identity is in a safe, friendly way, such as the unicorn, then we're just adding to that discrimination. We're adding to a group of children that are not going to learn how to be accepting and loving.
Right. And most kids are accepting and loving until they hear otherwise. And that's
Yep.
the
Right.
thing. It's environmental. It's not inherent.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if that's the word I'm thinking of, inherent. Kids learn
Yeah.
from what's around them. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Alcoholic Hebrew Ghost. Unfortunately, we do have to teach about gender and or sexuality and consent. And what we should be teaching is how to have sex safely and all that other fun stuff. So you do unfortunately have to teach about gender and
They only teach about gender when it's appropriate though. They don't sit
Yeah,
there
of
and, you know what I
course.
mean?
yeah,
They don't bring
yeah.
gender into everything. It's only when it's
Yeah.
appropriate.
Oh, and just remember that only 9 states legally teach about consent.
California's one of them.
Yeah, and that's what we need more
Yeah.
of. So, and then,
You do.
hey, Botox, it's wonderful seeing you. I haven't seen you in a hot minute there, honey. So it's good seeing you here in the stream.
Mhm.
Jasper, what
So,
cake flag? Are you talking about my flag? Because my flag is the pansexual flag.
I want a cake flag.
I think he's talking about the trans flag that Demon put up.
Ooh. Did he? Because on my screen it just shows us like a white flag.
Oh, it's like it's got blue, pink, and then white in the middle, and
Yeah,
then pink and
that's-
blue. So it looks like a slice of. It could look like
Yeah.
a slice of cake
That's
if you,
adorable.
so
It
want
is
to
the
see
trans
it that
flag.
way. Hmm.
And so that's what Micro was talking about. Trans kids get messed with and disowned, and then they get put on the streets, and then there's a lot of trans kids who are murdered because of that. And so
Right.
that's
Yeah,
one of the
and-
problems where we need to bring in acceptance into schools with people that do not feel normal in their own skin. Because I was one of those kids, and luckily
Yeah,
for
and-
me,
Yeah.
go ahead, Brainless.
Yeah.
Well, here it kind of came across on radio today. The DJ last night watched a documentary here about a 14-year-old girl that committed suicide
Oh yeah.
because she was bullied. Why?
Yep.
Yeah,
In
yeah.
the small town, they could not accept that she was lesbian.
Yeah. Yep.
So
Okay.
yeah. I'm not watching that because I'll get so much fucking rage.
I
Yeah, so
gotcha.
let's-
Yeah, I get it.
Let's get into something way more funnier. And I have a Everett Everson has a compilation of his favorite flat earthers
yes.
saying stuff.
Yes.
Mhm.
So
Love
we're gonna
him.
go over a little bit of that, and then we'll get into some more stupid news. But I think this will be a fun palate cleanser for right now. Let me go here and turn off the music because he always has music in it. So here we go. Yo, I gotta press that right button. I forget that sometimes. Okay, here we go. Let's have fun with this. And especially Rachie is first, so oh jeez.
She's
Freaking Rachie. Oh my
so
god.
special. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh, her density tower. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
it's a yeah.
She used
I'm
to
doing
for
a
that.
dot test with you and see whether these mixes. So we got yellow on top and green. So we just need to remember yellow and green.
She's doing like an exercise with it.
So we just need to
It's
remember yellow on top
and she
green.
doesn't
Yeah,
drop
so
it. That's the
happy.
thing.
No, she's like like,
Yeah, she drops it like half an inch and catches it again. Watch.
or it's just slow. She does it slow.
You see what
That's
I mean?
not a
She
drop,
never
honey.
lets go of it.
Yeah, that's
Why
not a
is she
drop,
holding
honey. That's what I'm saying.
Uh-huh.
And then she's like, "Look, it didn't mix."
That
Yeah, of
I
It
agree.
course.
didn't mix.
I
You're
cause
on
it.
Yeah.
Earth,
We know half
dummy.
a million about 300. All we
Oh,
need to do is
Jasper.
put some of this in.
just real quick.
Okay.
Jasper, I didn't think you were being like ignorant or anything. I just
No.
on my screen I could not see that it was the trans flag. It just showed as a white flag for me. So I
Yeah.
was not aware of what it was. Don't worry, I don't think you're ignorant or anything like that. It's okay.
Yeah, and we're having fun most of the time. So if
Yeah.
things get distorted, or we're taking this with a grain of salt. Speaking of a grain of salt, or multiple
God.
grains of salt. So Mango, I think the other day I was talking about unicorn farts on your
Yes.
stream. Okay, so this is the gentleman who said that he doesn't know how to measure this because it could be unicorn farts or it could actually be measured. So that's why I will say that if you ever hear me talk about unicorn farts, it's
Oh,
this
God,
gentleman.
Yeah,
It's
a
Then you
this-
have no idea what the parts per meter even measured,
Slim.
or what those
Slim.
numbers even meant.
Yeah.
Slim. Sorry, but did you just actually call that a gentleman?
Oh, I did. You're right. You're right. He's not.
That is definitely not a gentleman.
He's not a gentleman. He's a Neanderthal. But we'll talk about that later.
Come on, don't insult Neanderthal.
Don't insert. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so if you don't know what is going on here, this gentleman, this person, this thing, this humanoid looking
Waste
being. Yeah, exactly. Hello, Skitzer Crusher. And yes, Liam, yeah, this is an egg. This is an egg on drugs.
Mhm.
This is your brain on drugs. Never mind. So he is using the wrong type of measuring device for doing this. And then, of course, he says he doesn't understand the concept of what he's doing and why he's doing it per se. So let's go with this. Okay, so just really quick, everybody looks to the left of the screen, and it says 212 ppm, and then it says 299 ppm. Just listen to what he says about how he doesn't understand the concept of either one of those. Okay, hello, Surf. Everybody say hi, Surf.
Hi, Surf.
Okay, so here we go. Let's just listen to this.
Hey, what do you know? The eggs immediately moved. But if you're going to infer that gravity in any way whatsoever did something in this test, unfortunately, you are working outside of scientific method.
Okay. This wouldn't work if we were on a spinning, wobbling water ball hurling through space. In fact, we'd have shit everywhere. That's right. I said it. We'd have shit literally everywhere.
Okay, if the Earth and the universe are at a constant speed and not wobbling between different speeds, why would we?
Yeah, and also, you don't feel it. No, you don't feel movement. You feel acceleration.
Or
acceleration and deceleration. You don't
Exactly.
you cannot feel.
And that's
and they
what
think
I was saying.
1,000 miles an hour at the equator is how fast it spins. No, it spins at what? 0.000094 rotations per minute.
Thank you, Bob. 15 degrees per hour.
Thanks, Bob. 15 degrees per hour. And they can't wrap their mind around. Well, 1,000 miles per hour for a human on Earth's surface is hella fast, correct? But for something the size of the Earth,
yeah.
Hello, they don't get scale.
Yeah,
that's the whole thing. They don't get scale.
Of course they don't, because like the universe is gazillion miles,
right?
Wide. And the other thing they always try to use is they use that one animation where the Earth is here and then everything's spinning around it.
Spiraling around it, and the sun's moving too at the same time, and
it's moving like this. They're like, how can it all be da-da-da? Well, it all moves together, dummy. It's
in relation to another.
Yeah, it all is moving together. So why would we not notice it? Because it moves together, motherfucker. It's not that one thing is moving and nothing else is moving. No. How many gazillions of years has this all been working together? a lot. So it's all going to be together, moving with each other at this point in time. If you would have said 2 billion years ago, why is things not moving together? That may have made sense because we would have still had asteroids and comets and other things maybe falling into our atmosphere, and there wouldn't have been the cohesion that we have. The reason why we have a fake intelligent life form on this planet, and I say fake because we aren't that smart. We pretend we're smart, but we aren't really that smart. But the only reason there is that is because of the constantivity that we have. And I know that's not a word, and I just said something.
We're somehow in this Goldilocks zone that's perfect for life, and
life as we know it.
Yeah, in 2 billion years, even if we were to keep our planet from overheating, it probably would not be habitable. You know what I'm saying? We're just like you said, it's the Goldilocks era. We're just in the right time. The dinosaurs came through, they died. Now we are here. In a little while, we're not going to be here. There's going to be something else.
Earth is in the Goldilocks zone from the sun, is what I was saying.
Yeah,
totally. Closer, it'd be uninhabitable. A little bit further away, it'd be uninhabitable.
Exactly.
So for us,
but we move millions of miles in between.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
But again, scale.
Yep. Exactly.
But remember, if you ask any male what 7 inches is, he'll tell you it's 9. So you're never gonna.
See, that's
like fishermen, you know. Same with fishermen.
I'm honest. I'm honest about it.
Exactly.
I'm honest about 6.
Yeah, I'm an honest 6.
I'm here to tell you, it's not how the size; it's what you do with it.
Exactly, honey.
Hey, you don't just have that. You also have
how much things. And how much lube you use. That's also the thing. Okay, let's keep going.
Those that got fingers.
Sewage, water treatment, storm drains, porta potties, toilets. Shit would be flying everywhere.
No.
Why would it be flying everywhere? Honey? That doesn't make any sense.
Take a glass of water in a car as it's going at constant speed. Is it flying everywhere? No.
Yeah. Oh no, that was because I was throwing it.
Hey, Rockfest. Well, the other thing is when you have people that are architects and that are building things to make sure things work in the right way, why would they make it so that shit is flying everywhere? No, you wouldn't. You would make this so that it was cohesive and these things work and that buildings didn't fall over. And
I mean, there's actually videos of on the bullet train in Japan where someone's got like a coin on its edge. They've got a water bottle sitting. They've got different things sitting there. Nothing is falling over. Nothing is like sloshing around or, on the bullet train as it's going.
Well, still my favorite video to this day is still the semi-truck or the truck with the flatbed and the trampoline. Yeah, and these people are jumping up and down a trampoline while it's going, I think it's 50 or 60 miles an hour. And as long as they keep the constant speed, you can jump up and down. So if that works...
Because you're going the same speed.
Yeah, if that works, why does the Earth not work?
Yeah. It's not the Earth that doesn't work.
Well, you know what they say, you got to light a flurp, so,
It's their brain that doesn't work.
Yeah,
I know,
exactly.
And that's what's hilarious.
That's coming from me.
That's what I'm saying. That's what's even more hilarious is somebody who's as dumb as me and then has a tattooed face and is a carny for a living. I can get this bullshit, and these people can't. Like, what the fuck?
I was not very good at science, but even I get this.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just saying, it's not a hard thing to comprehend.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. Okay, let's.
Idiot.
Ding. Let's get to the next digit.
We don't have toilet water flying out on people in Australia.
Yeah, of course.
Because of gravity.
That doesn't make any sense
anyways. So how can we have toilet water in Australia?
That doesn't make any sense, but it's okay.
Toilets in Australia.
Fuck that global shit.
Oh, this motherfucker.
Globe. It's flat. It's laid out like a map, my nigga. You heard?
Oh my God.
It's a fact. Go look up the 1892 Gleason standard world map. Okay,
projection, dude.
Everybody knew that shit was 100% accurate. Okay,
No.
Except Except
No.
that Australia's not that size. Never mind. Remember, kids, do your own actual
There are
research.
really no accurate maps,
do
by the
drugs.
way.
Don't
No,
do
and that's
drugs.
very true.
Sorry.
Do you know why they have a key on every flat map? It's because it's trying to tell you where the distortion is, or
Right,
what length of-
exactly.
it says these certain things are this, but you have to take into
Yes.
account for blah 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 for whichever
Mhm.
way they made the map. I would love to take a flat earther out into the middle of the wilderness and ask them to find their way back somewhere using what they think is the way that an actual map works, and just watch them not ever find their way back to where
Have
they're
them go
supposed
east
to.
in a
That's a
straight
good
line.
solution. That's a
Straight
good
line in a
solution.
plane on a flat Earth. You're never going to meet back where you were before. You're going to go flying off the edge.
Yeah, off the edge, totally.
You're going to start going south on a flat Earth, basically.
Yeah.
Going east in a straight line.
They say like if the Earth is
Mhm.
flat or a globe, planes would have to dip their nose.
Yeah,
But
not
if
true.
if the Earth was flat and they would go east or west, wouldn't they always have to
Be
turn?
turning.
They'd have to, you have to be turning one way or the other. Yep, left or right to keep. Yep.
Well, that's a major. That's they say dipping the nose is going to be something, but actually turning to a certain direction, left or right, is going to. Well, I think it's always right. I don't know. That would be way
Depends on what
more.
direction you're flying.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
true. It'd be way more apparent than it would be pretending to dip your nose.
Right.
I mean, seriously, if it's so silly, any of their like ideology or what they pretend, and then when you ask them for an actual model, they start crying about how can I do that if I don't know because I can't measure. Well, honey, you really could rent a boat and fucking measure it, dude. Like you can do these things if you are smart enough. Especially what was like the millionaire flat earther or the flat earther
millionaire flat earther, yeah.
Hey, bro, if you got $1 million, fucking throw fucking $100,000 at that shit and fucking prove it wrong, bro. Like, and you'd be a gazillionaire if you could prove it. Right? I mean,
yeah.
Well, and now we found out that he was broke as fuck. We found out that he like his house was on loan. You know what I'm saying? Like he didn't actually have the money. He was just loaning. You know, and his business. His business supposedly got screwed up by Nathan Thompson because he trusted him with something too. And so, I mean, cheese and rice.
What I love is these flat earthers like D Marble did this. He flew, I forget where he flew. He flew from one airport to, another one, further away, probably in Europe, I think. He took a spirit level with him.
Yeah, and he put it right on the fucking thing.
On the floor of the airport. When he got to the airport, his destination, he put it on the floor of the airport. Oh, look, it's level here, flat. It's like, that's not how you do it.
It's level,
gonna
not
be
flat.
Level.
Right.
That's how they build it, so nothing's like wobbly.
Well, and then when they took it on the airplane and they put it on his thing, and they were like, "Oh, look how it's not dipping anywhere." Well, for one, he had it this way and not that way on the plane, which would have done the dipping of the nose. But anyways, he did it when the plane wasn't taking off or landing.
Any pilot will tell you, you don't. If you're landing onto the ground, you don't have to dip your nose. You can land with the nose up.
You have to land with the nose up.
Yeah, you land like this.
Nose up.
Yeah, and you take off. You take off like that. It's this. I mean, so the idiocracy of it is just hilarious that they don't understand the concept.
MC Toon, and I would love to find a picture of this. He has, I guess, a book from the late 1800s or something.
Okay.
That actually with level, it's a building. It's for builders and stuff. It actually has the actual definition for level, as we know for Earth, and it accounts for curve.
Yeah.
Because level is perpendicular to the center of the Earth. They think it's flat. No, that's not what level is. You can have a level shelf and it'd be flat. You tilt that shelf, it's not level anymore, but it's still flat.
Yeah, exactly. if you were to talk to any real Mason or any Mason from back in the day, they would be like, oh, no, you have to do this to account for all this. And if your lodestone isn't proper in this structure, then it's going to all fall over. And they mainly made stuff off of lodestones. And so if that wasn't taking the brunt of the weight of the whole building, then they had problems. And the only way they did that is by understanding that the earth was curved. And they will actually say that in a lot of their documentation that we found throughout time, that supposedly was the secrets of the Masons. Nowadays, there's a Mason organization, but it's really just people who are just bringing tradition on. And I don't think they're as much Mason workers. I think it's more of like an organization that people just get together and share information and have fun. It's like a church, I guess. But back in the day, it really meant something when they were building these things using these mathematical equations, which will always point to the earth being a globe.
Right. But in most cases, when you build a building, you don't have to account for curve. But you need to account. You need to make sure that everything's level, so it'll stand up and not fall down.
Yeah. And
the forces and stuff.
Usually when you start building a building, what do you start with?
The foundation,
flatten the ground.
Flatten the ground. You got to grade the ground.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
you only have to take in account curvature if your building is so big that you cannot do that.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like Rotfeast Tinder says, nothing as massive on Earth's surface can remain flat for very long. Gravity turns everything that big into a ball.
Yes.
Yeah.
Everything's...
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Everything that ends up inside my balls. Never mind. Let's just keep going.
Your balls, Slim. You always have to work those in somehow. Jeez.
I know. Here we go.
1992, they knew it was accurate. Okay? People believe that the world
was accurate.
Was fucking flat. Okay? they knew it was fucking flat.
Okay. The plane was flying and it was...
Never mind. Let's just get on to this douche.
Oh, my Lord.
Land on a surface that was spinning and rotating and moving, it'd be impossible to land the plane. It would be destroyed. The mirror.
What?
What?
Okay, let's go back because we definitely want to go over
this. One douche with the glasses. I want to walk in there and slap him for how he was talking.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so listen.
It was flying and it was trying to land on a surface that was spinning and rotating and moving. It'd be impossible to land the plane. It would be destroyed.
Except for the fact if you're in the atmosphere and you're moving with it and it is all one cohesive thing moving around with each other, then it wouldn't be. But if you're pretending that we are not all moving together and it is not a cohesive structure
once you leave the earth rotates under you.
Yeah, exactly. So the joke is there's a comedian who says, you know what, if the earth moves around or under us, why can't we just lift off and wait, 24 hours or 12 hours to move to the next place? No, because it doesn't work that way. The atmosphere is moving inside of this system. We are inside of an aquarium, technically. Even if the lid's off, everything that's going inside of that aquarium, the water rotation, the heat, is all moving together, honey. That's how that works.
Right now, each one of us, wherever we're at, we're moving the same speed as the Earth where we're at right now.
And same
linear speed.
And same with the clouds, the oxygen, anything else. I mean, I'm sitting inside this house, and even though we're moving, I'm not moving within this system technically inside. Right. Oh, inside the bar that I'm in. Yeah, the bar is my house. I just sleep on the bar. I just get my sleeping bag out, and so this is my house, But everything's moving together. How do these people not understand the concept of things moving together when you can make a small aquarium or you can make a small enclosed space with things, and you can actually make life work inside of these little enclosed systems, right? I mean,
Liam brings up aircraft carriers. Those are moving, yet
Oh yeah.
Skilled pilots can still take off and land on them. And like you said, they're pitching, they're yawing, they're moving with the water, and they can still land on them.
Yeah, exactly. There we go. The pitch,
Yeah,
the
there
yaw.
we
Yeah,
go.
exactly, honey. Exactly. I mean, it's just like when you're having an orgy and you have a couple butts hanging in the air and you decide to land in one. You know, I mean, sorry, that is.
Does that need to go on the whiteboard too?
Yeah,
you have room for that though.
That needs to go on the one. So, I mean, even though there's moving things happening inside of your field of vision,
I know Slim has plenty of room, but do you have room on your whiteboard?
yeah, exactly.
Yes, I do. I have plenty of space on the
Oh, there's
whiteboard.
some room. Yep, there's still some room there. Perfect. Mm-hmm.
And so now we have two people that are taking notes on when I need to talk about things. And so I think in a week or two, for the 500 stream, the 500 sub stream, Mango and somebody else is going to have a list of things that I need to explain. And so I think there's going to be like a 2-hour stream of me just explaining.
Yeah, 2 hours? 2 hours?
Only 2?
24 hours, man. That's going to be 24 hours.
I was going to say at least an 8-hour stream, but you're right.
I'll swim all the time, 24/7.
Just describing all the stuff that I said I would talk about later. Yes, that'd be great.
You know, I do really need to know about the hand jobs for all, and I need to know about using you as a breathalyzer anytime.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, it's gonna be so fun when we actually like pull this out and make it, because somebody else said, I think it was Facty, and I don't want to say this if not, but I think it was Facty or somebody else that said they have like, oh no, Sir Little Wolf says that he has 3 pages of stuff that I need to discuss because I said I would talk about it later. And then Mango has a handful of things as well. So we're going to have lots to talk about.
Oh, Nimrod, that's me. Hi. I squeak.
Yes. And I know I have more than 500 subs, but I mean on YouTube. That's a little different. I mean, I have lots of subs. And yes, Nimrod, and that is our lovely Nimrod. Mango.
Yeah.
All right.
I already complimented on that.
Oh, hey, Mindy. It's so nice.
Yeah, everybody say hello. Okay, let's keep going with this gentleman because him and his little boyfriend are silly about this. And you know why I think it's his boyfriend? Because he believes in the center of that is his bunghole. Never mind.
Slim is too polite for this world. Calling them.
Yeah,
the mirror aspect
I know.
You're flying, and then as you go, you're going to go upside down and then come right back up again. Is lunacy, ladies and gentlemen.
How many times does anybody travel the Earth going to the South Pole back up to anything? How often is that happening? Even though I know what he's pretending to say.
When they make the complete circle around.
Sure. I'm sure it happens every once in a blue moon.
That's when they do it. Never, ever anything else. I would be doing that, I think.
Yeah, so mainly what we're doing is we're going around the globe this way, correct? I mean, sometimes there's dipping up and down, kind of. But he's like, oh my god, what if you go upside down? I mean, I know Australia would be over here or upside down this way, over here, But he's like, oh my god, like you're going 360 upside down and forward. And, no, honey, it's this way. It's these ways. That it's not, you are making the wrong.
But still, down is to the center of the Earth. And so
I mean,
now you're being very northern hemispherist.
Okay. I got you. Okay, I see.
Australia is not at the bottom. It's just at the other side. There is no bottom.
Wait, I have a question. Have we ever seen a Flurf explain volcanoes and how they work? Because volcanoes draw from the magma, underneath the Earth's core, and the only way you can have that much of it is with, around Earth.
Wait. What's his name from Hawaii? Who's the Hawaiian dude? There is a flat earther from Hawaii, and he says he doesn't believe in volcanoes, even though he lives next to one.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and I have heard that it is dwarfs down in the ground that make the magma.
Yeah, Joey Rocha is the one who is from Hawaii, and he says that they are not. But the other thing is they think that, from what I've heard from the anti-volcanoist on the flat Earth bullcrap, is they think the top is flat, but there is a dish at the bottom, and they think the magma and stuff is in the dish, and that there are volcanoes that come up from it. They don't think there's a bulb like the Earth, but they think there's a dish that's holding the magma.
Just like a petri dish full of magma that just
that has a crust on top.
Okay.
Yeah, and then there's the little volcanoes that come up around it. So they don't think there's the full bulb, they think it's a half bulb, kind of, I guess, is the best way that I can have come to understand. Once again, these idiots have not shown us any type of model to give us anything close to something that we can try to dispute, because they know it's insane every time they try to give us something. There have been like 2 or 3 flat earthers that have given us a model, and they got blown apart so freaking fast.
They can make models to explain one thing, but that always does not explain another.
Yeah, exactly. Like earthquakes, they cannot describe why we can prove that earthquakes go around the globe in a certain way, or what are the tidal wave thingamabobbers? Tsunamis?
Yeah.
That's another thing they can't prove on their wannabe flat Earth, because we can go like, oh, look, this thing happened here, and these waves, and blah, 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 and it has to be in a circle for those things to happen.
Yeah, for the gravitational pull to do what it needs to do.
Yeah.
Or like the shock wave from that volcano that exploded a little bit while back.
Yeah, and that time
how that propagated.
Yeah, and before I start this again, and that time I gave that girl the shocker, they can't explain how the never mind. That's something.
That's for later. Write it down.
It's not. It's absurdity. It's fantasia.
God damn it, Slim.
It is fantasy. How many people will cite gravity as a magical force? It's religion.
It's actually science fiction and science.
You love it.
Same thing.
I do.
It's a religion.
Okay. I'm not saying every homeless guy is not legit, but I'm very street smart. I did drugs, okay? A lot of this is for drug money. Some of these people that are standing by the highways with the signs, we'll work for food, or I'm homeless, they can make $100,000 a year in a season, okay? So be smart,
Does anybody believe that a person standing on the exit of a freeway makes $100,000 a year?
No.
I would say maybe 8, maybe 5, maybe, but not. Anyways, I don't know what he's getting at yet, because I forgot this. Unfortunately, for the people who are sitting on these freeway exits, entrances, on the sides of the street, begging for money, they're not getting the actual medication they need for their mental disorders. And so a lot of them are just spending that exorbitant amount of money on drugs, or keeping away from their family, or being out of situations where they're in abusive relationships, or their mentality can't keep them in relationships. So I don't know where he's going, but he definitely doesn't understand the concept of what it's like to be homeless, or to have a mental disorder which wants you to almost get yourself to be homeless, which I had been in.
Be less intelligent.
Yeah. Which
less
I have. Yeah. And or that, or doesn't understand the language, has moved here from another place and can't get along with society. There's a lot of factors in here that this privileged old white man does not get.
Was he also taught at the school of the dining room table?
I would want to guess so. If not, the public school that he went to was probably in like Kansas or some place to where all they taught you was almost the same exact thing. Because what he's going to say is obviously going to be ignorant as crap, just the way this started out. And again, I don't remember what he says, even though I've watched this multiple times. I don't remember what he says, but it is ignorant as crap. So here we go.
Anyway, hear me out. So I'm at the red light, and I'm not giving him money. And I pulled down my visor on my passenger side, and I had a flat Earth brochure in there. So I threw it out the window because
Okay, so
those people will laugh at him.
So instead of actually helping this gentleman through his hard times, let's say this gentleman or person on the street with a sign isn't going through hard times. That's just their lifestyle. Who cares? What if they are going through hard times? This bunghole thinks that if he gives this fool a flat earth flyer that he's going to turn his life around. I mean, is that what we're all coming to the conclusion of? That like he literally thinks that this is going to solve any problem in this dude's life?
It only will give him more problems if he'll take it seriously.
If he went with it. But again, if you were sitting there starving from being homeless, let's say that you don't have the right clothes for the right weather. Let's say you are just like shaking from coming off of drugs. Let's say any negative circumstance, and you're on the corner asking for money, and this motherfucker throws you a fucking flat earth flyer. What the fuck do you think you're gonna do?
Laugh at his ass.
No, you're gonna be pissed as fuck because you're like, no, bro, I need money, I need fucking food, I need alcohol, I need something else other than like I don't care about flat Earth at this point in time.
Still don't laugh at him for believing that the Earth is flat.
Yeah, no, you would definitely laugh at him, but do you think that's what somebody needs in a time of help? Is to be brought into the light of flat Earth? No, that's not how this world works.
Those people that hand out those religious tracts all the time in various places, like, oh, you're down on your luck? Here, how about God, who you pray to and receive nothing in return? Read this book of Gospels. It doesn't do anything. Like, give him a fucking sandwich.
Give him a hand job. I mean, God, if you're gonna help him out some way, you might just never mind. We'll talk.
God damn it!
Giving homeless people a hand job.
Hey, just wear the right gloves. That's all I gotta say. Anyways, let's listen to the rest of this crap because it gets even stupider.
The light was turning green. I threw it out the window. I says, here, I got this for you. I said, the Earth is flat. We're not living on a spinning globe. You know? Give you something to read while you're doing nothing there.
Before we get to this crackhead, so he thought, again, I already reiterated this and I said it. This motherfucker thought that it would be okay while somebody is starving and who knows if they needed warmth or anything. He thought it was a good idea to throw this in somebody's face about some crazy, weird conspiracy and told him he needed that. No, honey, he needed a sandwich is what he fucking needed.
While he was doing nothing. Yeah, and then give him a job.
Yeah, exactly. And then he's like, well, he's doing nothing. No, actually, he may have a family and maybe he can't get a job because he's a criminal. He has a record. I don't know what else could have happened in that poor person's life. But they were out there pretending to work, trying to make a little bit of money. I don't know, what a better way that they could have been without knowing their situation.
Yeah.
So instead of helping that fool, which I believe that gentleman is a fake Christian, he should have given him money. So because that's what Jesus would have told him to do. Instead, he threw a flat Earth fucking flyer at him. Okay, let's get on to this crackhead, and then we'll move on to something else right quick, and we'll see about playing a game. We'll see.
But my friends, if you're having trouble with the flat Earth theory,
just smoke some meth like this dude, and make sure that you have parrots that you blow the smoke into, and you have all of these pictures of your family that won't associate themselves with you anymore, and you will totally believe in the flat Earth.
If you got a problem with flat Earth, then you got a brain.
Exactly,
Or at least something that functions like a brain.
Yeah, and then you won't have to have all these pictures back here of your x-rays of your head because they told you you're insane. But never mind, let's keep going.
Nation's flag. A flat Earth man.
Okay, he is totally reading off of something.
Yeah.
Which makes this even worse. Because what
screens
he's...
does he have?
How many what?
How many screens does he have? Because you've got the 2 screens in the back that seem to be showing off, X-rays and stuff, and then he's
I see
one and
I see these back here. So because usually when you are a tinfoil hatter, you will have 20 to 30 monitors around in one room, and they will all have different screens.
Okay, I'm not there yet.
And we
all have screens attached to them.
Yeah, and Mama, what do we call people that have 21 or more tabs open at one time?
High IQ skeptics.
Yes. Yeah. High IQ researchers. Researchers. So, and the reason why he has the bird in the cage over in the corner is to make sure the government's not stealing his oxygen.
Right.
I didn't know that the birds were for that. I thought they were fake.
Well, he knows they're
Actually,
fake.
what he doesn't know is those are actually watching him for the government.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't.
We should ask Hans about that. Mr. Warm Hat.
Liam says reflected in his glasses are the screens that the Illuminati can't trace.
Yeah. They're non-reflective glasses, even though they're reflecting. Never mind. Okay, let's get more into this. And ladies and gentlemen, I want to say one more time, do drugs respectively. I mean, I'm not gonna say don't do drugs. Just do them respectively. Please do a little bit of meth at a time if you're gonna do that or whatever.
Do it in moderation.
Do it in moderation, because I do drugs too every once in a while, or I drink and all that fun stuff. But just moderation, kids. And then yes, Hans Wormhat is fake. So let's
absolutely
yes.
Let's get back to this gentleman. Oh, hi, Irish. We are getting into some gentleman who has been doing meth for way too long. So let's get back into this. I mean, I'm not getting inside of him unless he paid me a lot of money.
God.
But let's get back into this video.
Shit, he didn't say it.
Yeah.
What is it doing there?
We'll talk about that later.
Someone brought up a question to me.
Oh dear God, Dion Schmo.
Oh, hold on. Okay. I gotta take a couple breaths.
Why would you
Dion
filter
Schmo,
yourself
everybody.
in your bath? Oh fuck.
He uses the bathtub as a learning tool. That's why he's in it.
Okay.
I do hope he's wearing a swimsuit or something.
He's not.
He never shows himself.
unfortunately.
Yeah, he never shows himself though. So,
But we get pretty close every couple times. But
I
anyways, let's
covered
get
this,
into
and I actually put a blur on the screen a little ways up because I didn't want him to, something to
totally,
accidentally show.
Yeah,
Didn't want
totally.
YouTube to, come after my channel again.
And before I start this, look at how awesome this gentleman is with this tribal tattoo that he has on his arm. The 1990s tribal tattoo that all the kids got back in the day. So that just shows you. And then not to diss anybody losing their hair, but look at how his hair is unkept it's not. And then really quick, he has a kick start right here while he has
always
his,
drinks on that tub. Whenever he does a tub video, there's always some sort of beverage
drink right
sitting
here.
there. Yeah.
It's always next to his freaking mouthwash, which is always right here too.
In fact, YouTube's videos seem like they come out are in the bathroom and it's somewhere in the bathroom.
Yeah.
It's like he has to hide in the bathroom to do his videos or something.
Yeah, that's what I was going to get at.
And technically making money. So Right?
Okay.
Because they'll probably
Yeah,
make
well,
money
Tattoo,
off
I
this
bet
video.
Demon Orb says. One of those temporary tattoos.
yeah, it's a rub-on tattoo.
Liam's.
Well-
Oh my god.
I'm just so happy that the bar of soap is smallish.
Yeah, I
so
like
we know
that.
it's
Yeah.
being used properly. So good on
I
you.
think this may be the one he uses the soap with. I am not sure, but we'll have to
Maybe.
see.
Yeah, so let's get on with this. And yes, Mama, I think that he's doing this just like CC does it in his car, because I think this is the way he
Jon
can
Snow's
do it
in
away.
his bathroom and Cece's in his car or kitchen. Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm sure his roommates make fun of him for making these videos. So, okay, here we go.
Huh.
Well, if the Earth was flat, what about the tides? Wouldn't the tides be the same? And I finally found the question of that answer.
Okay, so can
Okay, that
anybody
made no
describe?
He found the question of
that
that
answer.
answer, but that answer was a question. Wait,
Oh. Yeah, Demon says soap is just far away. It's perspective.
It's that the soap is huge. It's
Soap
just
is
far
really
away.
huge. It's just far
It's just
away.
far away. Okay, so this gentleman, this I know I keep saying that, and I shouldn't be saying that. This human being, and subhuman, just said, "I figured out the answer of the question, or the question of the
The
eight."
question of the answer. And
Question
Yeah.
of the answer.
And it's like, that's not how this works. That's not any of this works. If
yeah.
you are trying to convince anybody of something, you want to say it correctly, or at least have a semi proper English structure. Yeah,
not,
at
not
least you want to
slim,
make.
you know?
Right.
Yeah, exactly. You don't want to talk like me.
Yes, you can call him a fuckwit. That's fine, Irish. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That
And
I will let
we're-
you. Mhm.
We're totally okay with that. So let's just see what this and
Fuckwit.
yes, I have a semi right now, Nimrod. Let's see what the semi-human says after he just got this completely wrong.
Mhm.
Sitting in the bathtub, right?
See right there, I don't think he's. I don't
Yeah,
think,
yeah. That's. Mhm.
I don't think he's
Sir.
wearing anything right there.
Sir, could you lower yourself, please?
Yeah,
Sir.
exactly.
Slim,
Exactly.
move on, because oh fuck.
Is that better? Is
Turn
that
off my screen, man?
Is
Oh,
that better
fuck.
for is that better for everybody? No.
Slim.
There we go. Bush attack. That's exactly what happened right now.
And not just down in the tub, on the head too.
Dude, look at his hairy body. Look at how hairy
I
this
know.
fool
He's a
is.
very hairy man.
God damn, he is
He's
hairy.
a very hairy man.
everywhere.
Mhm.
Like, look, it's okay
Except
to be
for-
hairy, but like,
Except for right
No.
here. No, that's fine to be hairy. They're again, we're not gonna kink shame here.
Yeah.
No. Just commenting.
But
He's
we
got a
want to
Robin Williams
manscape.
chest, okay?
Yeah, we just at least manscape a little bit. And if not, again, if you don't if you show yourself off, we could make fun of you. That's how this world works. The more that you put on the interwebs, the more we can actually have fun with you.
Okay,
I
Slim,
go.
now move on with this video, because
Yeah.
Well, no.
Demon
No,
is
I-
already throwing up.
I know. I will in just a second.
She's gonna leave here pretty soon,
I'm not
Slim.
cleaning
So.
that. Slim.
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
cleaning
yeah.
that.
Yep.
No, I know, and I will move on in a second. I go on stream all the time, half
Waiting
naked
for you.
or looking like this, right?
Yeah, but
So
you look good.
know, yes,
Oh, come
okay,
on,
and
Irish.
that's the difference, you know.
See how the water's moving?
So see how
Because
the
you're
water's
moving it, you
moving.
dipshit. Yes.
Because we're in
please
the
stop
cold.
moving the
See how
water.
it stopped? It's level now.
It's not level.
It-
It's still
It
moving,
didn't
dumbass.
It didn't stop. It's still moving.
People, I'm starting to feel bad, because
Explain.
you shouldn't make fun of people with mental illnesses.
We're making
We're-
fun of what he's doing, not him.
Okay,
We're
yeah,
trying not to. We're trying not to.
I want him to stop moving the water and maybe like just trim a little. You know, it's cool to be hairy. Just like make it look kept.
Kempt, yes. Style it. Do something.
And I know your girlfriend will
okay.
not have sex. I know your girlfriend will not have sex with you anymore, and so you have to fuck water, and it's the only thing that you can get. But don't do it on stream, or don't show us in a video. You know,
girlfriend.
A puppet a sock puppet he puts his hand in. I guess is the only thing.
No, it's a empty.
Only got a
empty
lime
start
on it.
can is what it is.
Yeah.
Start can.
He
just
probably
took the
got
lid
one
off.
of Limey's wank socks.
Well, let's all admit it. It's probably a fleshlight.
Let's hope
I don't know.
He is not using it for the original thing because this should not procreate.
No, I'm hoping that any kind of sperm that gets trapped in there, it gets killed immediately.
Liam says a limey wank sock.
Yeah, as I said.
Limey sells those on his channel.
Yes, and he does. Yes. But this person is not educated enough to know what to do with that.
Educated. Yes.
To tides, proving a flat foundation.
Did anybody notice how there was a cut there?
There was a cut. Mm-hmm.
So his dumbass said a bunch of stupid ass shit in between there that he went back later and cut out because he realized how stupid it
At least
was.
he cut it out.
But he still went on with the
he knows he can cut something. Unlike
At least he edits. That's what a lot of flat earthers do. So, yeah.
That's quite anti-flat Earth, so he's probably gonna be ostracized for that or something. Like, oh, you edit your videos. That is impossible. You cannot do that.
Yeah. So before we get past this, gentleman, can I make a cut there? But yeah, totally. Before I get past this gentleman, because we're going to skip him in just a second.
Yeah.
He is talking about being in a very, very small pool of liquid when there are two hemispheres or two tides. Am I correct in that? So on one side there's a low and there's a high, or one.
I can't remember what everything was on this now. It's been a while.
Yeah, but there's like an ebb and flow, and there's multiple tides.
Yes.
Right? At least.
Yeah. I think that's what he was. I can't remember. Yeah.
Yeah, well, at least there's most. How do you do that in a bathtub? You can't have multiple tides in a
Too
bathtub
small.
while you're. Yeah, exactly.
Bathtubs don't have tides either.
Yeah, and one body,
Global mom.
Yes.
I think they actually do. It's just very small. You can't. It's hard to see.
Bathtubs
Just
are too
like
small to have tides. No offense, but they are.
Yeah,
Lake Tahoe has a tide, believe it or not, but it's a big lake too.
Well, if your
and
penis
it's not
is
a
that
very big
small,
tide.
Yeah,
how are you going to know?
every lake has a tide, but it's millimeters.
Yeah.
It could be. Yeah, no, it could be. It could be feet. It could be millimeters.
You can't see it because of the slight waves that there are.
Mm-hmm.
But there are tides.
But if you are a fisher or you are used to those bodies of water, you know that. I mean, you will see them
right.
on docks and on your boat. And if you're a fisher, you will know when to go in and out at different times because of those things. Like all bodies of water have tides, no matter the size. Exactly.
Yeah.
And if you actually live in the area, you will understand the difference between them, and there can be a big difference or a small difference, for sure. Okay, so let's get to this gentleman. I don't remember what this is all about, but it looks pretty interesting.
What the fuck you mean? You hear I'm a flat earther, bitch, nigga? You heard correctly, motherfucker.
I don't know. I don't remember.
He's just playing a song, I think.
There's a cop right here. I see this fucking hoe ass cop. That's a cop in front of me. Anyway, globe swallowing, dick swallowing, punk ass bitches.
Okay.
All of you, every last one of you fuckers.
Oh yeah.
The horizon is literal.
I remember this from a while ago.
Right.
I'm just gonna go a little bit past this because we don't need to.
Yeah. Oh, this guy.
It's this.
He's
this
a
dude.
rocker, by the way. I think he's in a rock band, and yes. Hence
Yeah.
the
Okay.
rock.
Let's go this dude.
118 miles.
Okay. Here we go.
We're also told that spinning sphere Earth takes a full 24 hours for it to spin on its axis to complete a full day's rotation, meaning that the Earth is spinning at 1,000.
But why does the sun go up and the moon, and then I don't understand how they have a problem with the 15 degrees per hour is the bull crap, because we have so long in the sun and we have so long in the moon. And then the other thing that pisses me off the most is when they say the Earth is flat because the moon is here and the sun is here. And then when we look at, I can see the sun and the moon almost in the same place in the sky in certain times at night, you know what I'm saying? Or during the day, you can
During the
see.
day.
It'd
be during the day.
I wanted
you
to
can
say,
see.
like, you can't see the sun during the night, Slim.
Yeah. That's what
I'm more disturbed by the fact that
the sun turns
he
off
and I
at
have
night.
very
That's all.
similar hairstyles. It's kind of bugging me that like there's the same layering going on.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing is, how are we supposed to see all of these certain things in certain times if it's this way and not and never? We all know why this is stupid. Yeah, it's a conspiracy. We're all living inside.
Yeah, it's just a bad argument they use all the time. You know, because it's
a conspiracy. We're all living inside a huge vagina. That's conspiracy. It's a conspiracy. We all live. Never mind.
1,000 miles an hour. Funny.
Which is not fast, comparatively.
Okay.
No, I'm not seeing it move.
Hang on.
There's nothing moving.
So he thinks that there'd be all this tremendous wind, like in a car when you put your roll the window down in a car, we'd have all this tremendous wind, and no, that's not how that works.
Atmosphere follows along with the rotation of the universe. It doesn't, not even just the Earth, honey. The universe. So everything is spinning together. Mama, will you please read this for us?
I'm a pilot. I facepalm hearing these fucking morons.
Thank you so much, because that's exactly how this works. Is people who work in the industry or have to deal with these mathematical equations every single day go, wait, that doesn't work. Because, should I even say it again? Everything moves together.
Everything moves relative to everything else. Okay.
It's this cohesive.
And please, pilots, please stop joking and telling flat earthers that it is flat. Because I've seen videos of flat earthers asking a pilot, and they will say, "Yes, it's flat."
And
please
then they'll play
because
with
you're
them.
only feeding them.
They think it's look, a pilot told me that. No, pilot was pulling your leg.
Yeah, and or when they say it, it can be as in my perceived perception when I'm flying a plane, in a small aircraft, it seems flat. Yes.
When they learn to fly, they don't take the Earth's curve or rotation into account. They don't have to.
Yeah, especially in small aircraft.
They learn to fly on a flat stationary plane because that's what's perceived.
Yeah,
doesn't mean it makes it real. Makes it reality.
And Skits Crusher, I'm smoking some hybrid. It's called like Cosmic something. I don't remember.
Hey, Midnight Goddess.
Yes, and this is definitely the face of meth.
Absolutely.
So let's get a little bit further into this. Let's before we get more into this, put 1 in the chat if you think that he's wearing a wig, or 2 in the chat if you think he just dyes his hair. So 1 is a wig and 2 is just dyeing his hair, and let's see what we all think.
I was gonna say I was listening earlier when the guy was talking about giving that homeless person a flyer and not instead of a hand up, or give him something. Instead of a hand up, he was giving me a hand out, basically. Some flat earthers think that like Daniel Pratt is one of them, that the government has been putting this global Earth conspiracy around. That's why the world is the way it is today. And if we didn't have people believe it was flat, we'd have this perfect utopia. Everybody get along. Dogs and cats sleeping together. That whole line from Groundhog Day. And it's like, no, because men would still be controlling other humans. Would still be controlling other humans. It doesn't work that way. The shape of the planet really doesn't mean crap to humanity.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
He looks like Herman Munster with the wig.
Tornado will clearly relocate the whole city if it's in its path. So if wind speeds between 261 and 318 miles per hour would do that, and if Earth is supposedly spinning at 1,000 miles an hour,
supposedly, he said that totally wrong.
Right.
Based on the bags under his eyes, he must have been up for at least 4 days now. Just look at him.
Mm-hmm.
At least, I mean,
he has not slept in his entire life.
Liam Wakefield said that's all his hair. He's only 32.
Exactly. Yeah.
He's got a hard life. Very hard life. Yeah, don't do flurf, kids. There you go, Liam. That's a good one.
I should be in the next county.
Okay.
That one was when there was a hurricane or something in the area. And he thought, well, if there's a hurricane, then I should be blown. You know what I mean? He was using that as an excuse. Yeah.
Yeah.
Meaning it's verifiable, it's testable, and repeatable. Requires a demonstration. You send me a link.
Wait.
Shut up. Oh.
Not a demonstration. He said a demonstration.
Yes, he will. This guy skews words like a few of them do to fit a narrative. Fit his narrative. I mean. Yeah.
How do you do a demonstration that's not demonic then? So every demonstration is demonic, is what his fool is saying? Okay, so how do I make Satan happy if everything I do is for him? So what's the difference between doing it differently then? Never mind. Okay, let's keep going with this fool and see what else he has to say.
And the link is that you send me does not provide the answer. It's like talking to the prime minister or talking to the president. You ask them a question and they will completely answer nothing and talk about something completely fucking different. That's
Hi, Pot.
What piles of steaming, soulless fucking dog shit are doing. And I'm telling you right now, God is fucking watching you.
Whoa, God is fucking and watching me?
This is like Jake the Asshole and Daniel Pratt. They're angry flat earthers. Jake the Asshole too, I'm not a flat earther. He's a flat earther. You know what I'm saying? He's a globe skeptic. No, you're a flat earther, dude.
Yeah.
You know?
And his name is on point.
Yeah, but they have to be angry. Why?
Why is he pointing so aggressively at us?
Exactly.
Also, where did he get that toupee?
It does look like it looks like a William Shatner 3000.
It looks horrible. And he has a horrible gold chain. Oh, here we go. Here's a horrible gold chain, like right here, which he paid nothing for. Okay, let's keep going.
Probably copper turns his neck green.
Oh, I'm sure it does. It looks like it is. So let's keep going.
Your money can't save you. Your fake Jesus can't save you.
Okay, I thought he was religious, but I guess not.
All the shit that you made up, it's gonna come back. You're fucking sickening beyond.
Okay, so he did a cut there, so that he probably said a bunch of stuff that he ended up cutting out. But let's see what else he says.
Or the person that put this
sick.
together.
Yeah. Okay. Or yeah, that could be whoever's video
Everett
this
could have
is.
cut him down a little bit to fit.
First,
That's probably
editing
that's probably
is I think it's a bit far fetched.
that's
'Cause
probably
Everett
what
never
happened.
keeps his videos too long, so that could have been Everett cut it a little bit.
It was the cut of him. That was the cut of him for sure. I'm gonna agree with you that it was him.
You're fucking sick, disgusting things. Do you understand that? Because you're not human.
If you would tell me those things, then maybe. But I don't know what you're talking about, honey.
Once you said
Slim's not human. He's
you're
a
not
cyborg.
human.
But what other things are disgusting other than that? And of course, everybody is human that's watching this, besides me. Then why would you think that anything was wrong, honey? I want more description, please. Fill me in. I mean, fill me up. I mean, get inside of me. Never mind.
Human. You think aliens are floating in space, a place that doesn't even exist? You're fucked. You're done. It's game over. You just don't know it yet. You better fucking run, parasites.
See what I mean? If you're not a flat earther, you're a parasite. You're subhuman. You're not even human. Daniel Pratt throws it out. We're monkeys. What's he then? You know what I mean?
Sub life.
That's what I'm saying, though. Is this is how? And they demonize people. These people actually demonize people that don't agree with them.
So he just excluded every organism around him other than him, right? Because he even said he doesn't like humans and anything outside of that existence. So he just said he doesn't like anybody?
Yeah, exactly.
And yes, exactly, Liam. Alien Jesus is coming for you. And he will come on you as well. Not just for you, but on you. Never mind. We'll talk about that.
There was one video I saw of this guy, and he was literally angry, hostile, and yelling the whole time. And I remember thinking, if he has kids, those poor kids, what does he do? Is he like that in real life? Because the way he was acting was like, this guy in real life. Do you know what I mean? It's not an act. If it's an act, it's a damn good one.
Yeah, for sure.
But how would he be as a spouse, as a father, if he gets this angry by recording about people that don't believe like him? You know what I'm saying?
If you're,
I think if he's a dad, he would probably take off his belt daily.
I mean, can you imagine kids reading on homework?
And he'll probably be using the buckle.
Yeah. Oh my God.
And not the other side.
Yeah,
I would be concerned for his his household, and it's like that.
Yeah,
really
me too.
would.
His household, his environment, everybody around him.
Hopefully he's a single dad and the mother has the.
No, I hope so.
No. I actually hope he's not a dad. I hope he's.
He may not be. I'm just saying. Can you imagine?
Yeah, well, I think
the kid
he's
says
already
something wrong, and I believe this dad, and dad yells at the kid for believing. You know what I mean? It's like that's what I get in my head when I see him.
Yeah, totally. And I think that he has said that he may be a parent, a single parent at that.
I think so.
That's the only reason I said that. I hope he isn't one. You're correct, Brainless. But I think he is. And hopefully the mom has all the custody and he has none. Well, let's keep going with this gentleman.
That's why he's so pissed off all the time.
I guess like if you would like have to make a case for why you should have full custody.
This
just
would be
show
a great
his
video.
YouTube channel. Like,
yeah,
here's my evidence. He made it himself. His YouTube channel.
Yeah,
exactly. So let's get more into this. And since they did not take down Cookie's stream while we were showing porn yesterday, and I know some of you left early, let's keep going with this because I don't know if they're going to take us down for this either. And like. One of the things that I do on my channel, because I don't make any money and you all are so awesome to me, we try to push the boundaries and see how we get stuff taken off or put back on, or when we violate things, which I think just helps the whole community because then I can tell people.
Don't violate anybody.
No.
Always ask for consent.
Exactly, but I violate the TOS all the time, which is YouTube, and I finger YouTube all the time, and I try to ask consent, but she doesn't tell me exactly what is consent and what's not. So that's why I have to push the boundaries of this, and that's one of the things
And
that we do.
YouTube will
on
never
this
tell
channel.
you. They'll just if you have a copyright or something, they won't tell you why. They'll give you well, here's what this says on our TOS. Well, that is so vague.
Yeah,
and
she
sometimes it's
never.
not even what was in your video that they take they strike you for.
Yeah. So the thing that the thing about YouTube is she'll never tell you the safe word.
Right.
Okay, let's keep going.
Make it fun for us.
See him?
Run.
That's what a psychopath looks like.
Yes.
If you've never seen the eyes of a psychopath, that is
If he
fucking the
would
eyes.
come across, somebody that would actually fight him on his beliefs, I think he would be able to kill him.
No, he's a psychopath for sure.
He'd try.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, let's watch a little bit more of this, and then yes, Irish Dublin girl. I would like to watch you do that, or you can do that to me. We'll talk about that later, honey. All right, so let's keep going.
Talk about that later.
Oh, this.
It's.
Oh my God damn it! We went over this video in the past, but let's go ahead and go over
At least he's clothed in this one. At least we should be happy.
That's very true.
He's wearing
Okay.
clothes.
So Mango, this gentleman thinks everything's fake, while he is 90% blind.
He's 90% blind?
Yes. Yes.
I'm sorry. He's 90% blind, thinks everything is fake.
Yes, because he can't see them.
But he's on his phone recording this using assistive technology, and it's all okay.
Yeah, no, totally. Yeah, exactly.
They do
That's
have it for legally blind people. They can, yeah.
And so he said that there are cyborg robotic replicants out there, and the way that you can tell that they are is by looking at their eyes. He is 90% blind, and he said you have to look at their eyes.
So crazy. He watches too many YouTube University videos.
So,
problem.
He says by looking at their eyes, because they aren't unison and they don't dilate and they don't do these certain things that you can tell. His eyes do the exact same things that he fucking claims that you can prove that a cyborg is or whatever.
Okay, so a lot of people that are that blind, they have assistance devices like glasses with little readers on them where they can point it and they can click it and it'll pop up on their phone and tell them. So does he just like point the glasses thing at the eyes to see how dilated they are? Like, how does that work?
He can't. He says if you have actual sight, you can figure it out. I can't because I can't see. And he said that in one of the videos. Yeah, he says I can't see well enough to tell, but he says if you have good eyes, you can tell. Yeah. So let's just see what this
fucker.
A sack of crap says, because I'm trying to not say gentleman anymore. I'm trying to be more creative with my usage of meat sacks are. So let's just listen to what this gentleman says. And I was saying that to hopefully fill in anybody in the side chat who was not used to this gentleman. And I know Mama and I and Brainless have been.
I never knew he was legally blind, though. I've only seen videos of him where he's just ranting and raving about flat Earth, and lately he's been doing soft sit stuff.
Yeah, so when he did the thing about the cyborg's eyes, and him and I had a whole conversation, I went and delved into his history, and then I found that out. And then I went back to him and I said, "You're 90% blind, homie. How can you tell if I'm a cyborg or not?"
Right.
And then he said, "Oh, well, I was awake during my whole surgery." And no, what I said was, "How do you know you're not a cyborg now because you had eye surgery?" And he goes, "Oh, I was awake the whole time." And supposedly they didn't give him anesthetics, which never happened.
No. Sorry.
No, even if you were awake during the whole surgery, you still had anesthetics and there was still stuff. And he says, I was never out, blah, blah, blah. They couldn't have made me a cyborg. And I went, no, you're a cyborg. You want to know how I know? Because I'm a cyborg. And they told me you're a cyborg. And he flipped his shit.
We have the list. I have the list of all the cyborgs and you're on it.
And that's when he blocked me and he started just deleting my stuff. Yeah, it was hilarious.
They do give you like vocals or something when they work on your eyes. They just don't do it without anything.
No, and I believe him that he was awake when they did certain surgeries on him. There are certain surgeries that will happen. But they will still have to give you anesthetics and they will have to put you through pain.
They usually keep you awake when they're operating on your brain.
Yeah.
They have to check if they didn't mess up anything. But for most other things, they probably put you out.
Well, for the eyes,
especially your eyes, because you have to stop blinking.
Yeah, no.
There are certain reflexes, especially in your eye, that you cannot control. So you have to be out, otherwise they cannot operate on your eyes.
Or he believed he was awake the whole time. He may not have been awake the whole time, but
things like that, you're awake for that. You're not totally knocked out, I don't think.
So again, it doesn't even matter any way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
This fool thought that like he, after having these surgeries, is going to call me more cyborg than him.
Right.
Even though he went through processes that he can't explain. Anyways, let's just like watch what he says with having the knowledge of what I just explained to everybody, and we'll hear the idiocracy of whatever he says. Because I think this is the one where he talks about the robot eyes.
Okay.
They've had artificial robotoids indistinguishable
See?
from humans since the 60s and 70s, and they last for about 6 months, but they can be created just like that. Who knows if the UN aren't all them already? Because you'll slowly do it, to the point where by the time you realize what's going on, they're already all robotoids that can't be argued with, can't be bargained with.
Oh my god!
And programmed to do exactly what they say.
And then listen to what he says next.
Programmed for tyranny, really.
Okay.
Every compass is pointing to the
okay.
You know what it reminds me of? Did you ever see the movie, the original with Peter Sellers, Casino Royale?
Yeah.
And his character, the villain's character, was replacing all of the world's leaders with androids or something. That's kind of what he's going after.
Well, that's what he was saying. And then right after that is the thing where he said, if you look into the eyes, you can fucking see that they're not blah, blah. And then his eyes don't match up either. So it's you just said something that you can disprove with you.
Right.
Even if you were one, why would you say that the wrong way? So it's just like, okay. I don't remember what this cute lassie says, but I know it's hilarious. So let's watch one more thing, and then we'll get on to something more fun.
With Harry Mudd, is that what you're talking about?
I think so. Yeah. Okay, here we go.
Rail at the very center of the flat earth plane where we need to get to before we're dead and drink from the living waters to become immortal. It's right over there. The flat earth maps show you every, it's been there all along. Every civilization from the past, from years ago, knew the earth was flat, it's magical, we're inside the matrix, the way out.
Okay, so for one... go ahead, Mommy, first.
Earth is flat. She said Earth is flat, something, we're inside the matrix. And then if we're inside the matrix, why would we need to go to the North Pole to drink the center of the Earth to drink its living waters to be immortal?
What is the matrix?
Are we all programs anyway?
Yeah, what is the okay? So the flat Earth is one concept. Her going to the edge of the waters is another. Matrix means that you're inside of a program that you can do whatever the fuck you want, like literally. So why do those three things have to be together? They wouldn't be. If you had an algorithm that was a flat Earth, sure, maybe, kind of. But if you could be in a matrix, wasn't the point of the matrix that you can make whatever you want with your willpower and to be able to transpose and okay, Mom, go ahead and say anything
If
else you
we're
want
in a
to say.
simulation, why would the world be such shit like it is? Would they not want it to be this perfect utopia where nothing goes wrong, everybody's taken care of, there's no poverty, no, you know what I mean?
Why do things get dirty?
Security to where they don't ask questions. Do you know what I'm saying?
My major thing with if we were in a matrix, why do things get dirty and break? Why would you program that into the matrix? You would program. Okay, I understand over programming. You know, I've been in GTA and Red Dead, and you know, your horse you have to keep feeding, and you have to keep brushing, and you have to keep up the maintenance. But everything is decaying in this matrix. Why would you make that? It would be so difficult to make everything be decaying in this world that you have to solve, other than just having parts of it, or you're just focusing on a certain part of the matrix. So to me, this is what natural existence seems like. Everything is getting ruined, everything's getting decayed, which births something else, and you have this evolution of things going around this circle or this matrix. The anti-matrix or the fake matrix, or you know, the levels above. Oh, I see this, and this is here for time travel or whatever. Well, that doesn't fit into that whole cycle. So how does that work?
Yeah, it just amazes me. Yeah.
Exactly. Okay, let's see what else this hippie chick says.
I am Poster 7.
Hello.
Is it the Holy of Holies? It's the Fountain of Youth.
It's the Holy of Holies.
The Lake of Fire. We need to cast ourselves in and drink from our Mother Earth.
I mean, I will drink from her, but that's a whole different story.
Does she have like a bunch of stuff just piled in a baby crib right beside her?
It totally looks like that right here. It does.
Oh, I see.
Which means she's probably a single mother, which nothing against single mothers, but like, you know, if you don't have your shit together, honey, which I'm not saying single mothers don't, but how are you telling me how things work if, you know, never mind, let's keep going. She is cute though. She is cute.
She's adorable. She's just stupid as shit.
Oh, son of a monkey! It's whiteboard Phil or whatever his name is.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, we're gonna watch him, and then we'll go ahead and get in. Let's get into him, and then we'll see where we are from here.
It's been 2 hours though.
Yeah.
Sad day today, really, for myself and all flat earthers.
I swear he just like wakes up in the morning, maybe makes a couple bullet point notes on a piece of paper, and then he just like writes on his whiteboard, and then he just like anything he thinks of, he just goes with. I don't think he has a real like agenda.
He doesn't.
Yeah, of course, sir.
With him.
Yay, Lindsay. Because he literally just like fucking. Well, you'll all see if you have Mango. If you've not seen this gentleman, or I keep saying that, and I shouldn't.
On your channel before. This gentleman is fascinating to me because, like, my whiteboard is currently full of slim quotes.
Right.
That we need to discuss later. So
yes, we will. Yeah.
I have a good purpose for my whiteboard. I don't like what he does with his.
Yeah, so on my 500 sub special, which hopefully will happen in a week, we are going to go over all of the stories that I said that we will talk about later. And we have 3 content creators who just messaged me the third one that says that they have a
So much.
list.
So much.
So we've got hours of this. But anyways, let's get on to Lindsay talking about bullcrap.
Yeah.
It seems like I'm the only one.
Yeah, you're the only one with a whiteboard,
taking the
homie.
path, and along the way, discovered everything. And come to a final conclusion.
God.
That
I'm the only one that
we
knows
as
the secrets of
have
the
to
universe.
concede
Ugh.
that this model is what has to be used.
Because
to
what
depict
proof?
our realm. The Earth is not flat though.
Oh,
But for map
jeez.
purposes and whatever, the ball needs to be used as a model.
Okay.
Oh yeah, pink board would be cool.
A pink board, yes.
Oh, this guy, he's actually got a PA system in his car.
Yeah, okay, so if anybody doesn't know this gentleman, he, like Mama was saying, he put a loudspeaker on the top of his car with 3 or 4 different the speaker horns or whatever, and then he's speaking through it into an amplified system. So he's just driving around. Is he from Australia?
I'm not sure. We have to hear him talk to see.
Okay. I want to say he's in Australia and he's just driving around town.
Another
and he's
CC.
just yeah, another CC. Yeah, and then Glenn Beck is horrible as well. We'll talk about him in the future. But let's just see. Let's just listen to a little bit of him saying.
Still lies. G'day, boys. NASA lies to you every day.
Okay, so I think he's in New York.
He's Canadian, I think.
Okay, Canadian.
I'm not sure.
Okay. But again, this gentleman just put a bunch of those loudspeaker horns on the top of his car facing in different directions, and then he just is yelling into a microphone. To the best of my knowledge, if they don't let us know where we are right now, he is next to a post office right now, if I am remembering this video correctly. So he's out in front of a post office, which is a federal building, correct?
Technically, yes.
Yeah. So I think if I understand this correctly, he's out in front of a federal building yelling this crap. So here we go.
Ask your teachers for proof of what they teach to you.
While he's in front of a federal building, which is the post office, not in front of a school. He's not in front of a school.
Take all the pictures you want. This is 100% truth.
So he said that while he looked away, and now he will look towards them. But he said that while he was looking away from the people taking photos of him.
Here. You want a pamphlet? There.
So he is so embarrassed about what he's doing. Do you notice how he's never? You will notice he does not make eye contact with anybody. He's always looking down. He feels very embarrassed about what he's doing because he knows he's a loser.
100% truth, boys.
Okay, he
Have you ever questioned the shape of the Earth? Why do we not feel like we are spinning? Oh yeah, not.
Oh yeah.
I think he might be Canadian because he sounds very. He's got that.
He could be in Canadian. Yeah. Okay. He could. Yeah, Canada. I would believe so. I thought he. I don't remember.
There should be 3,000 feet of curve in between here and Saskatoon. Why is there no curve?
Yeah, he's in Canada.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, cheese and rice.
Oh,
Okay.
God. Discount Legolas.
Oh wait, who is this guy? I've never seen him before.
Arwen. He is
Mama-
a Nathan Oakley acolyte. What would you call him? He's not a very mentally stable person.
Yeah.
Let's say
Well, the major thing that we should probably all know about this gentleman, this kid, this little gremlin.
Waste life.
this bridge troll is Riley and a couple other people told him that if he streamed every single day for 2 years straight, he would have 1 million followers and he'd get $1 million from all of these. And blah blah blah.
He's the butt of their joke, and he still sticks with them.
Yeah, and so he did not
really
make.
terrible.
Yeah.
He didn't make the $1 million. He didn't make the 1 million subscribers. So 2 years to the day, he literally had an explosion where he was like jumping up and down in his chair. I didn't, blah, blah, blah. You told me I was going to be this famous. And
is that the one that we only have like 1,500 subs, or he was bitching about his sub count?
Yeah.
And just having a conniption fit. Yeah.
Yeah, and
nice people.
Yes. Are you out of here, brother?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll see.
I need
Oh
some.
God, yeah, it is late for you. You need some sleep.
Yeah.
Go get some
Good,
brainless.
good night, peoples over there in the Americas.
Good night, brainless.
And people that can sleep in.
Yeah. We'll see ya.
I didn't get sleep in this morning. I had to be up at 4:20 in the morning to take my son to work by 5.
Yeah, but you're in the Americas, so it's not late for you yet.
No, it will be later on. When you're awake, it'll be late for me. When you're getting up.
Yeah.
It's all relative. Time is relative. Time zones and all that.
Good night,
So, yes,
Good
we'll see
night,
it. So this kid, because he's 19, I think at the time. He may be older now. I don't remember. How does time work? Never mind. So
over your time travel, you tell us.
Yeah. So he got mad about that, and then he has become this he has been very, very nasty since he did not make the money they said, and he did not leave his
on his country's dole, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, no, he's definitely taking money from the state. He has not left his house in 2 years because they told him to not do that, and he had a relationship with a gentleman that they made him feel improper about, and he broke up with that gentleman, and so he is just a very, very mad, lonely person. So let's listen to this really quick, and this will be the last one, and then we will get the fuck out of here. Because I'm tired.
Financial situation is creeping up on me.
So that's what
It's
he's
getting
saying.
very in my face now, and it is literally I get tension.
He wasn't paying rent, or he was back on rent, or his renter or the person he was living with was getting mad because he said he was going to be making all this money and he hadn't. So that's kind of the beginning, I think, of this video.
Bombs, right? Guys, I've been filling in pretty much for Nathan's holiday also. Like, I feel I really do deserve some here. I really need it hard.
So he's e-begging is pretty much what he's doing.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, nobody's giving me money. I haven't worked in like 2 years. I'm sitting here stroking off all these other content creators and nobody's sending me money. And he doesn't understand why or how this works, I guess.
You've sent a day early. What? Sent what?
Is this where he got trolled? Where he thought that they sent him like? I think he thought they sent him like $500 or something like that, and it was a troll. Okay, well let's I know.
That's how the Flutter community is, though. They don't care about each other.
No, and
it's flat in their world, basically. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's trolls trolling trolls. It's just
Yeah, pretty much. Yep.
Where our community, at least, I mean, we have had a handful of problems. I will admit that, and there's been a bunch of crazy crap happening. But we try as much as we can to support each other. Or there is people here that are gonna like actually support you and not screw with you or fake give you money. Like I believe happened right here.
Did you guys conspire to do this? Son of a bitch. Did you? Holy shit.
Hi, Sydney.
Hi, Sydney.
Oh, hey,
And yes,
Sydney.
Sydney, I loved you first.
You must be home now, Sydney.
Okay, so I think he's gonna find out in a second this was fake,
Mhm.
but just like a fake reality TV, let's find out. But I think that he's gonna figure it out really quick.
Mhm.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, Tony Whitcomb. The e-begging, it works.
He said, "Thank you, e-begging works."
Oh, shit. Oh, man. Yeah.
Okay, we have a Russian bot in the chat. Yes.
Yep, just reported it.
Yay!
And Liam took care of the hiding, so.
Thank you. We know that we are being successful once
That's
we
right.
get the
Woohoo!
Russian bots.
I don't have Russian bots yet. I just got my first troll last week in the side chat.
Oh,
I'm always late.
Oh.
I'm always late for the party.
yeah. Okay, let's see what happens. 'Cause
Yes.
I think that he figures out that it was fake, or that it was in a denomination that he isn't American or the euro, and it was
Something.
like Tibetanese, or
Yeah.
something of another country, and it was like bots. And I've gotten like 1 million bots before, or bot or something like that, right? And that's like $30 or $20
Right.
in American or something. So let's keep watching.
I need some oxygen. Hold on, I'll be back. God, getting
Seriously, like if you were to get a donation like this, anybody here or in the side chat, would you really need to like recuperate from that, or would you just
I got a donation of that size, like to my Cash App while streaming one day, I would like look at it and be kind of confused and just let it sit.
Yeah.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
know what to do about it. Just like I don't ever get anything.
It's almost like he didn't expect anybody to give him anything, and all of a sudden, bam, here's something. And I think he's just he doesn't quite believe it happened, because it's like he's used to not being ignored in that regard.
Well, that's what's so funny is just I've been on stream multiple different times in different streams and on my own, and I've gotten, or other people have gotten, cheese and rice. Oh my god. Okay, hold on.
Oh god damn it.
Okay, hold on.
Daniel, it's on our stream. How dare you?
Son of a...
How dare
sorry,
you, sir?
I thought I'd come in and derail it a bit.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
But carry on. Back to what you were doing.
Yeah. So how many times has anybody been on a stream or been on somebody else's stream, and there's been a decent number of something come in, right? Let's just say $50. Let's say 100. Let's say 500. I've been on those. What do? You keep going, or do you look at the denomination of where and the person, and then you go, like he is way over exaggerating this reaction when he shouldn't be. I mean,
but at
like,
the same time, it's just kind of like, okay, if he hasn't been receiving that type of donation constantly before, and he hasn't been working for 2+ years, then he may actually be like in full disbelief because I can finally pay my bills. But at the same time, it's like, dude, chill.
I believe he doesn't understand the concept, and I believe that this is a honest reaction on his part.
Right.
But this shows how much of a noob this fool is, because like I've gotten crazy amounts in certain things or in other chats, and we have to like wait. You don't just be like, oh my God, I'm gonna take the $1 million that this Arabian prince sent me in a super chat.
YouTube takes 30%.
At least.
At least. I mean, that's their 30%. I know Mrs. Schrodinger's cat got a donation for a charity on a Marvel Girl stream. That I guess Schrodinger's cat had a couple charities he loved.
Yeah,
and $299.99 donation. YouTube takes 100 of that.
God damn it!
So
Yeah.
Radical stepped in and said he would cover the other 100 that YouTube's taking. To make sure that all that money goes to that charity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's just say he was getting a super chat. This punk ass bitch was getting a super chat, not Schrodinger's cat, but this fool on the screen was getting a super chat. They probably took most of it, so he's crying like a little baby about getting nothing.
Yes, he is. Oh.
Okay. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon.
Okay, one more. I'm going to say that every single time.
Oh, please keep this up.
Did we already do? Oh, okay. It's this one. When his wife. It's when his
I've
wife.
never seen this before.
Okay. So I believe this is when his wife comes in and tells him he's a dumbass. So here we go. Yeah, and he's an idiot. So this is what we will be referencing a bunch. Anybody who's never seen us reference this or has heard us reference this.
Yes, you do.
Yeah. Then you will know what this is from. Yes, and yes, he has a wife. So here we go.
This is not to scale.
Yes, it is. It is. Yes.
Yeah, it is this one. Yeah, it is.
When I grew up.
Because it's the pumpkin. He's got the pumpkin in his hand, right? Yep, right there. Yep.
And he says, when I grew up, the sun was still or something, and the earth was stationary or something like that.
Yeah.
It was when I was growing up.
Yeah. Here we go.
We interrupted. We have to go back a little bit.
Shouldn't you give me like 5 minutes?
No, you've had all morning, and I'm just freezing, and I'm hungry.
Okay.
Okay.
I missed the idiot part. You want to rewind a little bit?
Okay. Yeah. No, totally. We're gonna watch it again. And Vila.
Very long. Well, I'll be quiet.
Hey Vila, if you want to come in, I think I sent you a link. If not, no worries. Oh, yep, totally. I get you, honey. We'll see you all later. Or we'll jump on each other later. I mean, I'll be in your stream later, or you can be in mine later, or I'll stream on you later.
Y'all can both be in mine tomorrow night, and we can do things and stuff, and yeah.
We'll cross the streams later. Okay, so here we go.
Okay.
Well, same day, same time. This is not to scale, of course. When I grew up, the solar system was stationary.
All right, honey, come on.
The sun was standing.
Why don't you stop this bullshit?
Will you stop this bullshit? Okay, and we're gonna watch the rest of it, and then I think we're gonna get the fuck out of here because, like, I've been up
and he
for a
put this
while.
up on his channel, by the way, and I believe it's still up there.
Yeah, and then I was in Purple Rhymes with Orange stream earlier. So everybody go over there and check that out. And if there's anybody in the side chat right now, or anybody who is a guest here that wants to put a link in the side chat, please do that now. And we will watch just the rest of this. And then my eye is bugging the crap out of me. It's twitching.
Mine has been bugging me for a couple days.
Yeah, so yeah, I think mine may be too. And then we're gonna get the fuck out of here. And then I don't know when Dick McDickerson is gonna make an appearance, but it will be probably soon. His mullet hasn't been cut by the barber yet, and so once I have mullet, then I think we're gonna bring out that character.
Mullet.
So let's
Got it.
let's watch the rest of this right quick. Look at his eyes and just like the disappointment in him because he knows he fucked up in front of her. He's like, I'm not getting laid for another month. She's gonna make me sleep on the couch. Look at those eyes.
Can you give me like 5 minutes?
No, you've had all morning.
She's like, no, honey, you've been here all morning. I've been out. I've been doing all the shopping. I'm about ready to cook some food. Fucking, you already had 5 minutes, honey.
And I'm just freezing and I'm hungry.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, and we're not getting into him yet. We'll do that in the next episode. So, thank you all very much for being here. Oh, look, the little wolf. And we will talk to you all later. So, bye.
Bye.